Alright guys, today I'm going to show you my rods and my tackle, my setup, what I use, what reels I use, what rods I use. I only have 2 rods currently. I broke a couple, or actually some friends broke a couple rods, so I'm down to only 2 now. So I am a bass fisherman and a trout fisherman. I mainly prefer trout, but I have some bass items as well. So this is my bass rig right here, the Quantum bait caster, right there. 4 bearing. And then I have it attached to your Ugly Stik GX2, which I like because I can fling those baits out there, because it's kind of hard to cast light baits with a bait caster reel. And so I like that flexibility here to fling it right out there. The small baits. Okay, and then this is my trout rod. So there you go. This is the Quantum spin caster. I just have it attached to the regular Quantum rod with a whole lot less flexibility than the other one. There you go. So retail price of both of these is the reels are $90, and then the pole probably all adds up to about $120 for each of them. So that's what I use, and I have them both spooled with 15-pound test. For my trout rod, I a lot of times like to catch lake trout, which grow very, very big. Like they can grow up to, let's see, I think 50 pounds, 60 pounds. They're like that big, probably. So I spooled that up with that. And then bass just fight like they're 20 pounds, you know. So now I'm going to show you my tackle. So for bass, I've got things like that, some crawfish, stuff like that, more crawfish, some weights and stuff like that, and then my hard plastics, Rapala, then I have like a little jig, another hard plastic, and then all my hooks, snagless hooks, stuff like that. Okay, so this is my range of tackle for bass, right there. There's not a lot. I actually have more over there somewhere. So I've got the crayfish, hard plastics like this, Rapala. Actually, pike will go for these too. And then another hard plastic. And then I've got your bass weights right here for baits and stuff like so. Got some squid. Got some squid here. Okay, now for trout. Okay. So what I have for trout is what they really love, the rainbows, which I really do a lot of videos in. Really love those jigs. I make them myself. I have a different tutorial on how to make these. It's called DIY jig making. If you look that up on YouTube, it'll be right there. Make sure to watch that and give that a like for these. They really love those, and crappie will kill those too. Then I got for lake trout, most of the time I use something like this. A big size 1, size 2 hook, something like that, or size 0/2. And then for the rainbows, I will either, if they're kind of small, I'll use something like that, a size, what's the size? Size 4 hook, and then some size 2s as well if they're bigger. And the hooks that I use when I do that, I'm using for worms or other sorts of baits. And then what the lake trout also really love is these. Crocodile by Lure Jensen. You can get them at pretty much any store for like, I think this one's like $4, but they just kill them. And then I got everything else, my little weigher thing for 8-pound fish, and then that lure. I've never actually tried this lure before. It's interesting. I bought it, and so it says it's for, let's see, crappie, rainbow trout, bass, walleye, and pike. Interesting. And then I've got these right here, spinners for trout as well. I actually make these myself. I have not made a video on it yet, but I will make sure to get that out there to you guys. It's made out of a penny, which is pretty interesting. Penny, a paper clip, some beads, and a treble hook, and it works like a rooster tail or panther martin. It's amazing. And I really didn't think it would work, but it did. Okay, so here's the comparison of the two. That's my homemade one, and this, which is, they're pretty similar. Oh, and I almost forgot the thing that I really like to throw at bass around here in Montana. They really, really, really like those. Just get those for 8 count for like $3 or something like that. Yeah, I think that's it. So, and then I got my Rapala gloves. So, there you go. There's all my tackle, my poles, everything. So, all together, I'd say all this stuff would probably cost, let me think, $350, $400 probably. If I had my other rods, it'd be more than that, which would be great. It's not that bad for all that you get. Actually, I'd lower it down to $300. All the tackle you get, the rods, and everything else would probably equal up to $300, $350, definitely. Okay, so that concludes our video. Make sure to check on that DIY jig making, and look out for a little DIY of this spinner as well, the penny spinner. Thanks guys for watching.